All right, it's Tedder Day, or at least we're gonna start Tedder Day. I don't know if we'll get her finished or not, but we will get started on this project right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. And here what we got is the hay tedder that we had to reverse direction on because it was formerly a 4-basket and now it is a 2-basket, and as such it was turning backwards. And we got this far last time and I decided that I didn't think that our situation was very good with the key and stuff that we had, and I didn't have the snap rings to do the retaining, and yeah, and I didn't have the EPO grease for the gearbox, so I got all that stuff. Consequently, I ordered about $78 worth of parts and they shipped it in a little brown sack. So hopefully we can find all the stuff we need in there. Yes, O-rings, which are for the basket. These, I don't know what I did here. I think I ordered more stuff than what I'm actually going to use. Bolts, we were short on those. What else we got in there? Yeah, lock washers, snap rings to do the final retaining. We'll put those in here for now with the O-ring because it'll be a second. I don't remember, I guess these are for those couplers, but I don't know that we even want to put those in because they don't have to spin. They're not going to be doing any driving anymore. So I'll probably just leave them out and put the snap ring on, but I got to have them for the correct retention, you know, and I need that lip for future pulling off times. But I think I'm going to saw these off like right here and get rid of some of that extra, so it's not something that'll just grab you all the time. But I needed these 2 keys. They're flat on one side and rounded on the other, and they are for the gears, consequently, on the outside of, yeah, that drive your baskets. I guess what I'll do, I'm going to tap this one back and change keys to a new one. Everything should be just easy slide, you know. That's probably not bad as I thought it was, but at the time I didn't know they were flat on one side. It does have a little wear to it, so whatever, it's getting replaced. We'll try to save the old one for future failure. And see, the whole reason I had to order anyways because I lost the one for the other side. Because I am a dum-dum. Let's tap that back. How we doing? Yeah, it's going. Okay, we're gonna struggle. That's fine. Are we through? I think we're through. Alright, now this side, of course, it's gonna fight us. Why, you ask? Well, just because. Because of that reason right there, you know. Sad times, friends, sad times. I didn't clean this as much as I had hoped, or at all. And I might have to. I don't think it's gonna let me play ball. Unless I get rid of that. Okay, well, we're moving right along. We need to tighten those bolts. Why should we break tradition of using a chrome? This is not safe for you at all. Okay, now with any luck, everything should be connected again. All the drive line components. However, we're not having great success with anything. There we go. Better make sure she turns easy. Oh yeah. I think she'll work fine. Whoa, horsey. Whoa, 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 horsey. Wanted to see in there, but I guess we're good. Yeah, it's kind of hot again today. So, we're working in the shed with the old fan a-blowing. That's the way it's going to be. Now, of course, I did almost nothing to prepare like I should have. So, we're struggling with that. But what we got to do here, got to put these spacers on. It does slide on easy and nice. It's one good thing. Alright, so spacer goes on. Then this should go on. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to put the key in, because I don't really need this to drive anything now. I'm just using it for centering. So what I will do is hope that you can see. I never know. I never ever know. I really need to make sure that this is clean, because if it's not, what's going to happen is it's not going to let the snap ring sit down in there right. It's got to be flush against this surface here. That's what we're going to do. Will this slide on as easy as the other thing? I wish it would. I don't know why it wouldn't. And if the collar slides on easy, wouldn't this slide on easy? Maybe I should have. Let's try a different approach. That really didn't make any difference. Alright. Now, I think what I want to do is I want to get my snap ring pliers, which I don't have the right size one here. I gotta go get that. I have a giant one here. But if I get that, I can put the snap ring on here, and then I will probably have to tap this that away in order that I have enough room on the other side. I don't know that for sure, but that would be my guess. Because my guess would be that it's precise enough that you know what I'm saying. Now, if it's like usual, you'll probably shut off right when the action starts. I have no idea how I could even remotely have you be able to see what's happening. Tripod, yeah, I know, but that ain't happening. It's actually in the house now, because I used it the other day to do that mail video. What I gotta do is get this gigantic snap ring. I should have probably cleaned out that groove a little bit better. I'm starting to wonder. Well, that's kind of sketchy, to be quite honest. I don't think this is the right, well, there we go. There we go. That'll work, I think. It's on there. It's better than no snap ring, so we have that. Let us go do the other side, which I'm sure will immediately result in sadness. Why wouldn't it? We can't really sit and do that side, it's too close. All right, that one slides on easy as well. This one I'm kind of worried about because it's kind of mangled. Kind of mangled. I cleaned it up a little bit in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. No, that's not the right story for this. But cleaned it up in the hopes that the snap ring would stay in that groove. But there was obviously some end of shaft trauma that befell this at some point. And anytime there's trauma to the tip of your shaft, you know that bad things are going to continue long afterwards. Okay. See, I'm starting to wonder now whether I should have got some bushings and put in there, because I'm starting to wonder if my original spacers are wore out, like they're not everything they could be. I don't know. All I know is that I'm doing the best I can. The snap ring did stay in the groove there. It really doesn't have to do anything. There's not going to be any tension against it or anything. It's just going to be to help keep that shaft from wandering out, which may not even be possible because of that square cut key. It may not let it move anymore one way or the other. The key might hit the back of the housing, and it may not be that important, but who knows. I don't want to deal with that, so I did what I did. I need to put in a couple bolts here. What happened, it was missing like 2 or 3 bolts when we took it apart, and so yeah, so we're gonna put a couple new ones in to start with, and then we'll investigate from there what needs to be done, if anything. We're going to hope that's the right thread pitch it's supposed to be. That's why I ordered it from them, because they are metric. This side can do the ugga-dugga. Wow, yeah, until it rounds off, sure. Sure. Oh yeah, that's good and tight. Good and tight. I like how I can't find any of the correct tools now. That's real cute. Sure. All right. Well, we are ready to put the baskets back on. I'm going to fill that cavity with grease, I think. That would be the nice thing to do. Get rid of some of the crappy old grease. And yeah, I pretty well got all the crappy old grease out. except for I didn't totally wash it clean, but it's gonna be fine for who it's for. All right, so as per usual, I got called away, and so now it's taking more than one day to do this, but that's fine. I got one of these on there. It's packed full of grease up that way. We'll have to obviously grease it more as we use it, but that'll get us started. So, dealer's choice. I'm of the mind that I want to finish this one side and then I'll put the other one on, just so it doesn't jump time, because if you don't realize what's going to happen here, we have to, when we put the other one on, make sure that one of these arms is in between these two so that they will never ever hit. You can't just put them wherever you want, or they could potentially hit each other. So, that being said, I think we are ready for our little thrust bearing and spacers, washers. And then we are going to have to get our O-ring for this, and then put this back on. And now I got to think about it again, and I might have to go back to the tape again to make sure. But I'm thinking that the single hole was forward and that all the other holes were backwards, is how I think it was. But let me grab these O-rings and I'll look at the tape real quick just to make sure, so I don't have to do it twice. Oh boy, this guy's a duck. I don't even remember which video it was where I was looking through and just walked by it. That would be a good one to look at, but I guess that's not going to happen. Let's go all the way back to our first TEDDER adventure. Where was that at? That was way back here. My new TEDDER came apart. Sure? Sure, yeah. Okay, that would maybe give us the answer we need. See, there again, I'm wrong. The single hole, right? The single hole backwards, I believe. Let's try a better angle. Let's see what happens.
The nice thing is, when we're done, it will have been totally gone through.
You're an idiot, guy. If only you knew what was coming. Right there. Yes, according to that, the single hole was forward. The single hole was forward. All right, well, let's put the O-ring on. Now, the next question is, what did Ross do with the hammer? He needs the hammer. It's behind him. He also is going to have to get down to see what he's doing. Doing it the wrong way, aren't I? You're not getting anything out of this, are you? Because sadness. One is back on. Now we need to fill that cavity with grease and then do the same thing for the other side. Put it on, get it that far, and then what do? I think we'll put the wheels on is the next thing, and then we'll flip it over, and then we can work on the tongue. I'm not sure, again, I should have looked at the tape, but I'm not sure that it really even makes difference which wheel goes on which one. I think they're identical. I don't think they're mirror imaged, but I might be wrong on that. So I guess I can go grab them real quick and see. Nope, they're mirror imaged, so I'm gonna have to pay attention to the tape again and see how it goes together. There we go. I think that'll be fine. That's pretty well right in the middle. It should be that this wheel was here. At least that's the way it was put together. And this wheel was here. Maybe it's not right according to the parts book, but that's the way it is. Here, it never needs to move. They need to stay straight. So, that ain't no problem. Now, for our dimly lit next part, we're going to fill that as full with grease as we can, the way I've been doing it. And then we will just put the cover on, and we'll have to pump it the rest of the way with the grease gun. But that'll be okay. It'll be fine. All right, we're hooked up for the big reveal. See if it works. I would have used the 1250 over there, but it decided today it doesn't want to run anymore ever. So I don't know what's wrong with it, if the starter's bad now, because it was sounding pretty sick, but I don't know. I'm over that tractor, so we're going to use this one. 550. Now, if you recall, when we started, they were turning this way and essentially would have been throwing the hay out all the time, and it would not have worked. You know, it would have been pushing against you. So if we did our job right now, it'll spin this way and like shoot the hay out the back. Ta-da! Look at that. And run super duper quiet. That's what we want. And then of course when we TED, we can put it down lower. Right now I got it level so it's not hitting anything. I think we got her, friends. Of course, we definitely over-greased it, as we can see, as it's shoving out all the grease that it doesn't need. So that's excellent. That's fine, though. We can clean that off. Or nature can clean that off, you know? But at least we know it's covered in grease in there, and we don't have to worry about it. So, I'm pretty pumped though. I mean, super quiet. And it didn't require any more effort of any kind. I think we're just the way we need to be. Because when you're tilted down more, your PTO will be at less of an angle than it is now. You know what I mean? See, like when we TED, when we probably be like, well, actually what you will do is use the crank, you know. Right now I do not have it that way, but is this down? Yeah. Yeah, see how that tips that drive line more in straight? So I'll tip it up a little. Well, can't do that really. We'll hit. But so now it's going to sling rocks. But yeah, adjustable. We're not out of the woods though yet. We do have more to do in addition to cleaning off this horrendous mess that I'm making. And that is, well, ADD's kicking in here, trying to do too many things at once. Shut the tractor off. What I need to do now is I need to take the time to turn these tines around, because he's got them every which way and that ain't gonna fly. And like we talked before, if it's going this way, we don't want them like this because it's gonna try to uncoil the spring. We want them the other way so it's pushing against the spring. At least in my mind, that's the way it should be. And I think just most all of them are backwards, you know? So, yeah. This one's correct. It will push when it goes around. The hay will push it into the spring instead of try to uncoil it. So, yeah. Boy, I severely overestimated the amount of grease needed in there. But that's okay. Like I said, I'd rather have too much than not enough, and we can clean that off with some petroleum product. So, but other than that, I'm gonna call this a success because we managed to do this for the price of a case of grease and about $68 worth of O-rings and whatever we got, some bolts, snap rings. Yeah, that stuff was kind of expensive for what it was, but we had to have it. So basically we got us a TEDDER for probably, I don't know, 350 bucks maybe. I think it was 2.5 is what I paid for it. So, you know, maybe slightly under 400, I would say. So that ain't bad for a little 2-basket TEDDER. Like I said, we'll switch the tines around. I want to torch off these extra pieces we don't need. You know, we don't need this rattling around in here anymore. And I couldn't drive it out easy, so the heat wrench will take it off. And I might also take the portaband and saw this in here somewhere so we don't have this humongous thing sticking out that's going to grab stuff and twist it in and hurt somebody or whatever. I mean, all we need this for now is spacing and be able to have this lip to pull it off the next time. So, yeah. Other than all that, I'd say this project's done and we can say success. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.